As Jason passed by, his gaze happened to fall on the runaway bride. In an instant, he recognized her. It was his long-lost childhood friend, the girl he had been searching for over the past 20 years. His secretary expected some kind of instruction, but Jason's attention remained fixed on the bride. Without hesitation, he pointed forward and ordered, "Drive towards her." The car sped toward Anna, and before she realized what was happening, she was knocked to the ground by Jason himself. He gracefully stepped out of the car, walked up to her, and with a gentle smile, extended his hand, politely asking if she was all right. Without waiting for her response, Jason scooped her up in a bridal carry and brought her straight to the hospital. He carefully placed her on the hospital bed, his gentle demeanor shocking his secretary. Having worked with Jason for years, the secretary had never seen him so attentive to anyone. When asked about it, Jason simply said she was an old acquaintance and instructed the staff to refer to him only as Mr. around her, choosing to keep his identity as the Empire's CO a secret. He wanted Anna to feel comfortable with him. After a checkup revealed no serious injuries, Jason gently helped her put her shoes back on. Anna tried to leave, but her injured foot gave out, and she stumbled right into his arms. Jason smiled softly and whispered, "Marry me." Initially taken aback, Anna was about to refuse, but a call from her runaway fiancé Benno made her reconsider. Fueled by a sense of irony and revenge, she bit her lip and agreed to Jason's proposal on the spot. She answered Benno's call and coolly informed him that the wedding was off. As it turned out, Benno's disappearing act was orchestrated by his sister, Bess, who had feigned an injury to divert everyone's attention. Anna's parents, as usual, sided with Bess, leaving Anna feeling overlooked and forgotten. After marrying Jason and obtaining their marriage certificate, he took her back to his luxurious home. Seeing the grand welcome from the household staff, Anna realized Jason was far from ordinary. Jason simply brushed it off, saying his family had a bit of money. Anna insisted on a prenuptial agreement. They would stay married for 2 years and then part ways unless they both decided otherwise. Jason agreed but reminded her that, as his wife, she was expected to fulfill certain wifely duties. Anna flirtatiously agreed, but to her surprise, it was Jason who blushed. When Anna brought her new husband to visit her parents, she was met with indifference. Bess, now with Anna's ex, Benno, went out of her way to publicly humiliate Anna, even fake tripping to make Anna look bad. As expected, Benno immediately scolded Anna without hesitation and lavished attention on Bess, completely disregarding Anna. But this time, Anna was unfazed. She coolly demonstrated what a real push looked like, making her point loud and clear. After a quick chat with Anna's grandfather, Jason returned to stand protectively by her side. Once the two troublemakers left in defeat, Jason leaned in to kiss his wife, but the moment was interrupted by an untimely phone call. Later, Anna confided in her best friend, thrilled to finally be free of her toxic family. Her friend shared in her happiness but worried about Anna's job since she still worked at Benno's company. Anna reassured her friend that she planned to quit soon and cut ties with him entirely. Just then, Benno shamelessly showed up, declaring that he wanted Anna to be his mistress. He boasted that he could have both her and Bess at the same time. This absurd suggestion ignited Anna's fury, and she slapped him hard across the face. Benno sneered at Jason, provocatively saying that he and Anna had shared 8 years together, and he knew every inch of her body. He claimed Jason was merely a pawn Anna used to provoke him, and that she'd eventually come back to him. Jason, holding back his anger, warned Benno that he had no issue making his entire family disappear from society. Fueled by jealousy and a deep possessiveness, Jason returned home and poured himself a drink. His emotions got the best of him, and he kissed Anna fiercely, his intensity barely allowing for refusal. Anna responded with gentle reassurance, soothing his insecurities. That night, they fully let down their guards and became a true couple. The next day, Anna went to the pharmacy alone to buy birth control, only to be ambushed and kidnapped. Strangely, Bess had also been taken along. Anna soon realized that she was the real target and tried to buy time. When the family was informed, her parents only worried about Bess's safety. Benno showed up with ransom money and had the chance to save both women but insisted that Anna become his mistress first. When she refused, he coldly left her behind. Just as one of the kidnappers approached her with ill intentions, Jason burst in and saved her in the nick of time. Anna's best friend, curious about Jason's background, wondered how he could make the kidnappers vanish without a trace while Benno could only offer ransom money. She suspected Jason might be the Empire's CEO, but Anna dismissed the idea, thinking there was no way Jason would deceive her like that. Later, Anna received an invitation to perform the opening dance at a charity gala. However, when she went to the dressing room, she ran into Bess. Others recognized Anna and immediately began mocking her, recalling how she had once been a renowned dancer only to be banned after a scandal involving performance-enhancing drugs, a crime she'd been framed for but could never prove. Feeling wronged, Anna turned to Jason, tearfully expressing that she didn't want to participate in the gala anymore. Without hesitation, Jason made a call and canceled the opening dance altogether. Bess, who had been eagerly waiting to steal the spotlight, was left stunned when her moment was cut. She could only watch dumbfounded as Anna and Jason arrived at the event, dressed to impress. Benno once again attempted to harass Anna, but she slapped him across the face and praised Jason for being 100 times better. Jason witnessed this scene and, unable to contain his happiness, pulled her into his arms. His heart swelled with pride and joy, clearly pleased by her loyalty. Late that night, Anna stumbled upon a necklace. Though Jason's explanation was earnest, it left her feeling slightly uneasy. It was a gift he'd intended for someone but had never given. Anna felt a subtle pang, realizing she'd begun to develop feelings for Jason. What she didn't know was that the necklace had always been meant for her. Jason held Anna tightly, whispering, "I'll protect you forever." He kissed her, filling her with a sense of security she hadn't felt before. Then he revealed the shocking truth behind her recent kidnapping. The mastermind was her own brother, who had done it all to win favor with Bess, going so far as to harm his own sister. When Benno found out the real story, he angrily chastised Bess and her family, demanding they apologize to Anna. Realizing his true feelings for her, he vowed to win her back. However, Anna saw through their empty apologies and coldly dismissed them at a family gathering. As she left, a drunk man started harassing her, but a mysterious masked woman stepped in to help. Anna was surprised to find the woman looked remarkably like her. The woman introduced herself as Alice, the daughter of Jason's family butler and Jason's sworn sister. Suspicion crept into Anna's heart. Was Alice actually the woman Jason cared about? Memories of the necklace she had found resurfaced, and she wondered if it had been meant for Alice. The thought left her unsettled. That same evening, Jason and Alice were both invited to a masquerade ball. When Jason declined Anna's invitation to spend the night together, her suspicions deepened. At the ball, during a random pairing dance, the lights went out and Jason ended up holding Alice's hand by accident. Feeling betrayed, Anna left in anger, only to be targeted by her vengeful brother, who tried to run her down with his car. In the last moment, Jason threw himself in front of her, taking the full impact and falling unconscious from his injuries. At the hospital, Anna, thinking Jason had died saving her, broke down in tears, confessing her true feelings. Jason, who was alive, comforted her when he awoke, though he continued to hide his true identity as the Empire's CEO. He reassured Anna, and she forgave him, at least for now. Later, Jason took Anna to an extravagant auction and bid 100 million on a gift for her. Outside, Anna's father knelt in a show of false remorse, begging for her forgiveness to help her brother's career. When she ignored him, his attitude instantly changed, and he lashed out at her. Eric, an influential businessman, witnessed the entire scene and seemed intrigued by Anna. Since leaving Benno's company, Anna had opened an independent jewelry studio with her best friend. To gain recognition, she entered a prestigious design competition, only to discover that Bess had also entered, submitting a design suspiciously similar to Anna's. This led to accusations of plagiarism against Anna, bringing back memories of how her sister had falsely accused her of theft when they were younger. This time, however, Anna faced the situation calmly, articulating her design process and inspiration to the judges, who were impressed and awarded her the win. Meanwhile, Bess faced backlash online for suspected plagiarism, and the public turned against her. Enraged, she vowed to ruin Anna's reputation once and for all. Soon after, rumors of Anna's alleged use of performance-enhancing drugs during her dance career resurfaced, with even her former dance instructor speaking out against her. Anna's reputation took another hit, but Jason, convinced of her innocence, decided to find the evidence to clear her name. Jason pulled some strings to pressure Anna's former dance teacher into confessing the truth. Anna recorded the entire confession and shared it online, finally clearing her name. Bess's schemes were exposed, and she was labeled a liar and a fraud. Her father slapped her in anger, while Anna's brother grew even more resentful of her. Grateful for Jason's support, Anna kissed him passionately. But just as things were heating up, Jason's mother walked in with a bowl of herbal soup meant to nourish them. The two quickly pulled apart, embarrassed. Anna mistakenly drank the potent soup, and the excess nourishment caused her to get a nosebleed, making for an awkward scene. Later, she shared the funny story with her best friend, who teased her by gifting her a set of lingerie, joking that it would help spice things up with her husband. As Anna was leaving the restaurant, she was suddenly kidnapped by her own brother. Fortunately, she had secretly recorded his threatening words. Jason arrived in time to rescue her, and her brother faced harsh consequences. After the ordeal, Jason tenderly tended to her wounds. Late that night, Anna decided to express her gratitude with a sweet, passionate response, giving Jason a heartfelt thank you for saving her. However, after Alice's mother moved into Jason's mansion, the servants showered her with compliments and respect, which left Anna feeling uneasy. One day, Anna overheard a conversation between a maid and Alice's mother, and was shocked to discover that everyone in the mansion saw her as nothing more than Alice's stand-in. The whole household seemed to silently accept this, leaving Anna feeling both hurt and resentful. When Anna tried to get an explanation from Jason, she was interrupted by news that he had been hospitalized after saving Alice. At the hospital, Alice was tending to Jason so closely that the staff assumed she was Mrs. Jason. Observing Alice's overbearing behavior, Anna began to suspect Alice's real intentions. She clearly had her eyes on Jason. Once Jason regained consciousness, Anna declared firmly, "You're not allowed to get hurt again." Her gentle yet determined demeanor filled Jason with warmth, though it also stirred resentment in Alice, whose emotions began to twist with jealousy. In front of Jason's mother, Alice put on an act of kindness and gave Anna a gift box with malicious intent. Anna, anticipating a trap, smashed it open as soon as she opened it, revealing the hidden danger. Alice's mother feigned indignation, accusing Anna of being reckless. Though Jason's mother tried to calm the situation, Anna refused to take the blame. She publicly exposed the harmful design of the gift box, forcing the truth into the open. Jason then issued a stern warning to the mother-daughter duo, saying, "Don't ever disrespect my wife again." Alice later flaunted a necklace in front of Anna, and to Anna's shock, it was the same design as one Jason owned. Her heart ached. Could Alice be Jason's first love? In her moment of distress, she stumbled, and Jason arrived just in time to catch her, gently carrying her away. That night, Anna resolved to have a child with Jason. Though Jason was initially concerned about her injuries, Anna assertively tackled him, making her intentions clear. Soon afterward, Jason's mother expelled Alice and her mother from the mansion. Furious, Alice hired someone to impersonate Jason to create misunderstandings between him and Anna. That night, Anna waited for Jason until late, her suspicions growing. When he finally returned, he explained that he had just been working late and confessed his love to her. Although Anna playfully bit him in protest, she ultimately chose to trust him. Meanwhile, Bess and Benno prepared to walk down the aisle, even sending Anna an invitation. Unexpectedly, on the eve of the wedding, Benno professed his lingering love for Anna, saying he didn't mind eloping and that the entire wedding was just an excuse to see her one last time. Anna had finally had enough of Benno's advances. In the midst of a heated argument with him, they were caught by her father, who saw everything. On the day of the wedding, Anna publicly exposed Benno's confession and Bess's malicious deeds, humiliating them both in front of all the guests. Realizing Bess's true nature, Benno arrogantly condemned her as unworthy. The two had an explosive fight right before the wedding, leading Bess to lose even her father's support. Later, Alice invited Anna and Jason to an art exhibition. Seizing the opportunity, Jason questioned Alice about whether she had seen him on the night he supposedly worked late. Alice, clenching her teeth in frustration, had no choice but to deny it, admitting she hadn't met Jason that evening. Hearing this, Anna finally felt reassured, confident that Jason hadn't been with Alice that night. Anna attended the exhibition with her friend, only to be attacked in this supposedly high-security venue. Her friend took a near-fatal hit to protect her, leaving her in critical condition. In the midst of the chaos, Eric arrived just in time to save them both. Furious over her friend's injury, Anna confronted Alice, physically assaulting her and demanding an explanation for the lack of security at the event. Eric also pointed out that, as the exhibition host, Alice had a lot to answer for, since entrance required an invitation. After Anna stormed off, Eric coldly warned Jason that if he couldn't protect Anna, he should let her go. He even threatened that if Anna got hurt again, Jason might never see her again. Determined to get to the bottom of things, Jason resolved to find Anna and investigate Eric's true identity. Jason tried to comfort Anna, but she responded coolly, directly asking him if he knew about Alice's feelings for him. She also made it clear that she believed Alice was involved in the attack. Looking him squarely in the eyes, she asked, "If it turns out Alice is guilty, will you hold her accountable?" Without hesitation, Jason nodded, fully committing to Anna's demand. Overhearing this conversation, Alice's mother grew increasingly anxious and rushed to conspire with Alice to accelerate their plans against Anna. At the same time, Eric provided Anna with a crucial lead. The assailants had a photo of her, suggesting deeper motives at play. Shortly after, Alice staged a fall by the stairs, accusing Anna of pushing her. Her mother immediately called the police, attempting to have Anna taken away. However, lacking evidence, the police couldn't proceed with an arrest. Outraged by the endless schemes, Anna stormed off, while Jason coldly warned Alice's mother that false accusations and defamation would not go unpunished. At that moment, Anna suddenly fainted. The doctor's examination revealed that she was already 2 months pregnant. Shaken and emotional, Anna confronted Jason, questioning whether he intended to protect Alice. Her friend's brush with death had hardened her resolve, leaving her with little patience. Jason tried to calm her down, even gently kissing her as she resisted. But Anna, steeling herself, declared her intention to divorce. Jason, however, refused to let her go. On her way to the hospital, Anna unknowingly got into a car driven by a hitman hired by Bess and Alice. Realizing the danger, she made a quick decision to jump out of the moving vehicle. Just as things took a deadly turn, Eric appeared once again, rescuing her. Reflecting on the call she had received from Alice while in the car, Anna was now certain that Alice was behind the attempt on her life. She stormed into Alice's presence, watching as Alice's face turned pale with shock. Anna no longer wanted to play games with Alice. She presented evidence proving that she hadn't pushed Alice, showing traces of fluorescent powder that would have transferred to her hands if she had. Regarding the attempted murder, Anna sneered and announced that there was irrefutable evidence and that the police would soon arrive to make an arrest. But Alice remained calm, even smugly taunting her, "Even if I get arrested, Jason will bail me out." Anna was taken aback. She hadn't realized the extent of Jason's power. Seeing her confusion, Alice laughed and led Anna to Jason's company, revealing his true identity as the CEO of a massive empire. The truth, which Jason had kept hidden all this time, left Anna furious. Without a word, she turned and stormed off. As Alice continued her mocking, Anna decided to turn the tables. In a bold move, she grabbed a knife and wounded herself, framing Alice for the injury. After Anna was rushed into the emergency room, Eric, consumed by anger, punched Jason. In that tense moment, Anna's mother arrived, shocked to see Eric. It turned out that Eric was actually Anna's estranged older brother. Their mother hurriedly tried to explain, but Eric was cold and unresponsive. He harbored deep resentment towards her for abandoning him years ago when she remarried Bess's father and took Anna with her, leaving him behind. This explained why Bess's father had always treated Anna with indifference. She was a reminder of her mother's past marriage. Jason, realizing the depths of Alice's cruelty, finally decided to stop showing mercy. He had her sent to a dark, isolated cell, where she would live out the rest of her days in obscurity. Meanwhile, Bess, in a twisted act of rage, tried to harm Anna's mother but ended up causing her own death in a tragic accident. Now aware of Jason's true identity, Anna took a step back to reconsider her involvement in his world. She decided she wanted no part in the chaos of the wealthy elite and filed for divorce. Jason's mother, sensing the unresolved feelings between them, gently urged Anna to reflect on all the memories she had shared with Jason before making a final decision. After some time, Anna and Jason reconciled, their love rekindled. Just as they began to enjoy their renewed happiness, Alice's mother struck again. Anna was severely injured, and her unborn child was in critical condition. After waking up in the hospital, heartbroken and defeated, Anna finally decided to end things for good. Jason, though devastated, agreed to let her go and delivered the painful news that their child hadn't survived. 3 years later, Anna had become a renowned dancer. One day, her best friend arrived with a young boy in tow. The moment the child saw Anna, he joyfully called her mommy. To her shock, Jason arrived shortly afterward to pick up the child. She soon discovered that this was indeed her own son. When the baby had been on the brink of death, Jason had feared that telling Anna the truth would devastate her beyond recovery, so he had made the painful decision to lie. Finally confronted with the truth, Anna demanded an explanation from Jason. He confessed his love, admitting he had never let her go. But scarred by all they'd been through, Anna kept her distance, choosing to guard her heart. Meanwhile, Anna's best friend had married Eric. As a gesture of encouragement, she organized a group of 100 eligible bachelors for Anna to meet, even dressing her up in a wedding gown to lighten the mood. Terrified by the spectacle, Anna ran off in the wedding dress and stumbled upon her son. The little boy, with innocent eyes, told Anna that he'd accidentally broken a necklace and made his dad upset, but he knew it had originally belonged to his mommy. Just then, Jason appeared, his gaze intense, and confessed, "From the very beginning, it's always been you."